and welcome to this month's edition of 55 Plus No Limits. My name is Jeffrey Barone. I'm the Executive Director here at the Cranston Department of Senior Services, and with me today is Dave Caroa, the Assistant Director. Say hello, Dave.
How's everyone? Same channel, same place, same time.
Good. So this month we're going to highlight all the different departments that the Cranston Department of Senior Service houses. I'm going to speak with Rosemary Corin. She's the RN for our Adult Day Service, and also Doreen Montequilla. She is the social worker there. And Dave?
As you know, I've been RSVP Director, which stands for Retired Senior Volunteer Program, for the last 13 years. And for that, I'm very grateful, and I'm so happy to have met so many volunteers here that have come through the doors of the Cranston Department of Senior Services. But now in this new phase as Assistant Director, I get the honor to interview the incoming RSVP Director, who happens to be someone from our own staff after a very competitive process to become the new RSVP Director, and that's going to be Karen Portal. Karen Portal comes to us with a great wealth of experience, especially that she has left the social services post here in the center. So she's now moving from being a social worker, caseworker, to now being the director for our great volunteer program here at the Cranston Department of Senior Services. So don't miss that segment.
And I'm really excited because this center has so much to offer. So we figured, Dave and I thought that it would be best if we highlight each different department on a different month. So sit back, enjoy the show, and we'll see you soon.
Hello, how's everyone? How are you doing today, Kathy?
Very good at this great event that we have here at the Cranston Senior Center.
1070 Cranston Street, Cranston, Rhode Island. Today, we are celebrating
our annual 90-plus celebration.
It is a fun morning. They had an incredible menu. They had scrambled eggs with bacon. Now they're having a nice little fruit. And of course, the entertainment here in the background. You know, a lot of music. This is a really happy place. If you haven't come to the Cranston Senior Center, we invite you to come. We have several programs. Kathy Dunphy is not only our event planner, but she's also the program director. What other programs do you have, Kathy?
We have a lot of programs, and we have exercise for everybody. You can be 55 and you can be 105, and you will find a program for you.
That's right, because we have Zumba, but we also have chair exercise. And like you can hear in the background, it's time to dance. Come on, Kathy. It's a happy place, so please come. Thank you.
Here with us today we have almost 50 people that have attained 90 or over. They have reached this paramount part of their life, like Tom Mignot, who will be 106 in July. Tom, where are you? Oh, here he is. And Tommy, I'm going to tell the wait staff right now, do not put milk on Tommy's table. Tommy, tell us why you don't like milk. It's for babies. I love him. And we have a birthday in the house today. She is 104. She's one of our volunteers. 104, and she still volunteers. Helen Radford. Helen, happy birthday, my dear. So in closing, I just want to remind everybody, this milestone gives me an opportunity to give you guys a little advice. All your life you've been giving your kids and your neighbors advice. Now I'm going to give you a piece of advice. It's a little medical advice. Eat as much birthday cake as you want. It's good for you. And studies have shown that the more birthday cake you eat, the longer you live. Thank you, and enjoy your breakfast.
The greatest generation is shrinking every day, and we should waste no time learning from them on how they survived the war, the Great Depression, and molded what went on to build modern America. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Robin Muskin again, Director of Administration, with greetings from the city.
Good morning, everybody. It is such an honor to be here on behalf of Mayor Fung. And as you know, the mayor enjoys his time at the senior center, and he's extraordinarily close to his mom as he was his father, and has tremendous respect for our senior population. So I'm very, very honored to be here on his behalf today. And let me say, I'm awed and inspired when I look at all of you who are 90 and over, who are 80 and over. When I wake up and I groan and I moan that this aches and that aches, I look at all of you and I think, well, I just need to be quiet about that. Because I should be so blessed to get to such an age and to have such vigor and pull myself together as beautifully and as handsomely as all of you have. For just a moment, I want to digress and follow on what Kathy said. I want to thank those of you who have served this country. You have lived through amazing history, and you have been part of an amazing history, and my generation lives the life that it does because of those of you who served. And let me also say I was raised in the city. My mother was actually born in a house up on Chestnut Hill Avenue, literally born in that house. And my dad came here because when they got married, well, once he was able to settle on a career, Mom said we're going to live in Cranston because that's where Mom said we're going to live. And they're still here and they're still in the home that I was raised in. And so I have just profound respect for the fabric of the community that those of you are, my parents' generation are, because you have watched this city grow, you have been part of the growth of this city. My mother references Weston Cranston as the farms. Those were the farms when she went to Cranston High, because there was no Cranston West. And those of us who went to East still think there's no Cranston West. And all my uncles and aunts went to Cranston High, going as far back as probably the early 40s, graduating in the late 30s and 40s. So again, I want to honor you, thank you. I'm so flattered to be here on behalf of Mayor Fung, who, as I said, you know loves to be here with all of you. I hope you enjoy the morning and many, many great years to come. You please continue to be an inspiration for me and all of those of my generation who can tend to forget sometimes. Thank you.
Starting in August, we're going to go back to our Game Show Wednesday, where we play live games, Family Feud, Price is Right, Name That Tune. So come down and join the fun. Our contact information is right here below my picture on the screen. It's 780-6000 to get any information. Also, every time you scan in for an activity, if you're a member, you get this little scan card. Every time you scan in, it increases your chances of winning a monthly drawing that we have for a $20 Stop and Shop gift card. So come on down, participate in some of the activities, scan that card, win that gift card. Thank you.
Today we have a very special segment. It's going to be all about RSVP. As you folks know, RSVP stands for Retired Senior Volunteer Program. It's a program funded by the Corporation for National and Community Service, which is an agency that covers the entire nation and its territories. It has three major programs: Senior Companion, Foster Grandparent, and of course RSVP. RSVP is an organization that we recruit volunteers that are 55 years of age or older, and we place them in many areas, many programming. But today we want to talk about the management side of things, the people who manage it, who execute the programming. And today we have here next to me Karen Poro.
Hi.
How you doing, Karen?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. And we're just so psyched and happy that, you know, we're out here, we get to wear these cool sunglasses.
Yes.
I hope you folks like it, because we're loving it. Sure. So many of you probably already know Karen. She used to help many of you, I'm sure, with the Medicare, Medicaid, but now she's also going to be helping a lot of you folks in those areas, but in a different capacity. For example, we have a volunteer that is our SHIP volunteer. Can you explain what a SHIP volunteer does? Well, what is SHIP?
SHIP stands for Senior Health Information Program. So the volunteer, her name is Angela. She's here Friday. She volunteers her time as being one of the RSVP volunteers, and she helps navigate through the Medicare system and the prescription plans, and any questions you may have about that.
So when you're already entering that transition period where you are about tired, it's always good to start doing your homework. And part of that homework would be to contact our social services department and also RSVP and book a session. Give me an example of how cumbersome that can be, or how to navigate that programming in very simple terms.
Well, a lot of Medicare recipients out there are not aware that pharmacy does matter. Most of these prescription drug plans, Medicare drug plans, have preferred pharmacies and non-preferred. So if you're on a Medicare D plan, it's always helpful to look at that every year because the prices change year to year.
So you got the preferred and non-preferred. So that means there's a variance or a difference in price, correct?
Exactly, big difference.
Right. So prefer means cheaper, I would assume?
Yes.
Yeah. So see, little things like that are going to save you money. And how can you help yourself save, or a loved one or a friend, is by referring them to programs such as RSVP SHIP program here in the city of Cranston, at the Cranston Department of Senior Services. As you may know, we are located at 1070 Cranston Street. Our phone number, as you can see here down below as well, it's 401-780-6000. The center has many programs as well. And we have other areas in RSVP where we're looking for volunteers. For example, we have our Healthy Futures area where we have a matter of balance, we have fall prevention, we have chair exercise, we have walk with ease. For example, in a beautiful day like today, we have walk with ease twice a year. But I know Karen, even when she was in social services, she used to be one of the Walk with Ease instructors or accompany them here. It's very important to be active, out and about, and Walk with Ease is one of those programs. And we also have arthritis management, pain management exercises or programs. For example, here at the center we have chair exercise. We also have programming on one of our other divisions, which is the programs divisions, where we have Zumba, aerobics, line dancing, ballroom dancing. Of course, we have our meal site, where we also have volunteers on our meal site. So if you haven't visited the center, please do. And for those that do not know, we also have a mobile app that you can download. If you go into your app store and type in Cranston Senior, you'll see our logo, which is the tree with the hands, welcoming you with a big hug. That's us. Download that. You can get all the information there. But I also want to, let you know that if you want to volunteer in areas where you can help a lot of individuals, we have this program as well that is called Scam Prevention, and we're also recruiting for that. Basically, you are trained to give workshops that last about an hour, and we teach people on the major swindles and scams that are affecting our senior community. Some of those are, but can you give me an example of a scam? You were telling me about the IRS phone call the other day.
Yes, that's the biggest one. The IRS will never call you. They will always, if they have questions or to follow up, there's an issue, they will mail you a letter. They never call. So, and they leave voicemails, and it's a scare tactic too, because they say that you owe money and you're accruing interest.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. They say they're going to come and get you. They say that you need to go to Western Union, MoneyGram, and wire the money. I mean, the IRS is never going to ask you for that. Let's say, Karen, if somebody wants to contact you to learn more about RSVP, the Retired Senior Volunteer Program, or how to become a volunteer, how can they directly get in touch with you?
By my phone number here, which is 780-6159.
Stop by with any questions that you may have and come and visit us. Have lunch with us. All right. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Hi, my name is David Quiroa. I am the Assistant Director for the Cranston Department of Senior Services. And today I'll have an announcement to make. We have a great program within Cranston RSVP. We have started since last week and going on for the next couple of months an anxiety and depression support group for everyone. This is really for everyone. Even if you don't think you are depressed or you don't have anxiety issues, perhaps you just want some support in general, this is a good support group to come to. We have a professional clinician who is now a volunteer running this group, so it's absolutely free and confidential. The groups are held every Tuesday starting at 1:30 and they end at 3 p.m. here at the Cranston Department of Senior Services. In order for you to register for this, you can hit us on our Facebook page. By the way, check it out, like it, that way you don't miss any announcement. And you can call us directly at the front desk, which is 401-780-6000. So please, remember, if you know someone in your family or a friend that needs that kind of support for anxiety and depression, please call us. Thank you very much.
And welcome back to our show. We hope you enjoyed the interview with our new RSVP Director, Karen Porto. Karen, welcome to our team. I know you will do a great job, and we have a lot of faith in you. David, thank you. As I said earlier, we are going to highlight different departments within the Senior Center, and I am fortunate enough today to be with the head nurse and director of the adult day service, Rosemary Corin, and Doreen Montequilla is the head social worker there. So good afternoon, ladies.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us.
Thanks for having us.
As I said many a times, I'm very proud of the Department of Senior Services in this building, but I do have a special place in my heart for adult day service. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do at Adult Day. How does that differ from general population or the regular population of the senior center?
Okay, so the folks who come to the senior center are what we call independent. They're able to get here on their own. They're able to get here by the bus or somebody drops them off. They come into the building and they join different groups and they have lunch, they play bingo, and they're all independent. They come and go as they please. In the Adult Day Service Division, our folks are frail, they're elderly, they need supervision, they need a structured environment. We offer them healthcare services, we offer them social services, we offer their families respite so that they can go out into the community and just do little things during the day that they want to do and not have to worry about where their loved one is. And basically, bringing their folks into Adult Day Services gives them a peace of mind, and it also prevents that elderly person from going into a nursing home. They're able to stay at home with their families and their grandchildren. Some of them live by themselves. They come to socialize in our program, and we offer them a wonderful meal in the morning, a great lunch. We keep them busy all day with activities, with rehab services, physical therapy, all kinds of therapies we have for our clients. And the social services, a lot of them do need social services as far as financial, and if they need a referral to do something that we don't offer in Adult Day Services. And Doreen manages that division.
Yep. So before we get into the finances and stuff like that, how would I know that my mom or dad or grandmother or grandfather is ready for that part of healthcare?
Okay.
How would I know?
Okay, so if you see a change in your loved one, like they're forgetting, they have a diagnosis of dementia, or they have a medical condition like multiple sclerosis, they've had a stroke in the past, they're in a wheelchair, and it's becoming more difficult at home for you, then you may want to call our Adult Day Services and see what we have to offer as an alternative, again, to the nursing home. So, Doreen, anyone can call Doreen or myself to make that initial contact, and then we go from there.
You do
So,
kind of like a pre-interview type of
Yes.
thing?
We do. If someone calls just asking for information, and they're not quite sure where their loved one may fit in the building, if they're appropriate for the senior center, or if they're appropriate for the day services, then we say to them, come on in, we'll give you a tour. We'll give you a tour of the entire building. You tell us a little bit about, your loved one's
Right.
situation, your situation, and then we determine, and we're gonna be the most honest people you've ever met, because we are very fortunate to be in a multi-division building, that if someone seems like they may be eligible for the senior center, and they come here a couple of times, then social services at the senior center would say, hey, this person may be a better fit in the Adult Day Services. So we start right from the get-go by offering a tour. If they like the day center and that's the division they choose, then we go ahead and we start the application process. And because we're considered a medical program and we want to best take care of the loved one during the day, there's a form in there that has to be filled out by the primary physician. And once we get all that, we start the enrollment process of getting someone enrolled based on their medical need. And that's when the two divisions, we all work together.
Yeah.
And
right.
So your clients, each client has different medical needs.
Exactly.
And with the quality of staff that we have, I know, I think, first of all, I have the best staff in any city department. And I know the nurses in Adult Day and even in the senior center itself, they're second to none. So we have Rosemarie, who is a full-time RN. We have 2 other part-time RNs, and we also have an LPN. And we also have a physical therapy assistant. And that's a program. Tell us a little bit about the physical therapy portion. How do you determine, is that by doctor's order or?
When we get a medical from a potential client, there is quite a few things on there that the doctor will fill out, whether that or not they need maintenance physical therapy, if they need occupational therapy. He'll check off if they would enjoy pet therapy or whatever. But if we get a suggestion for physical therapy maintenance, when that client, the doctor will check off on the list, this client needs physical therapy maintenance. When the client joins our program, their name is given to Wendy Fox, who is our physical therapist. She comes in once a month. She assesses all the new clients, and she makes up a program, a care plan for our physical therapy assistant to follow. And our physical therapy assistant will follow that program, which will maintain that client at their current strength and skills.
Right.
So that's our physical therapy program. But we have a lot of other therapies that enhance the client's skills also. So
One of my favorites is the pet therapy.
the pet
The
therapist.
dog
okay.
is wonderful.
The pet therapist,
Really.
yes.
And the fish.
The fish.
I love the fish tank. I just love everything about that department.
And just to let you know, our therapies are on, as Marie said, a maintenance level. So when someone joins our program, there is no additional cost to the therapies. And a maintenance program basically says that they don't qualify for skilled therapy out at a rehab. When skilled therapy ends, these folks have no place to go. So we pick up, again, as a maintenance therapy. There's no additional cost to that. It's just a nice, unique service that we offer in our day center. So
Some of the activities too, I remember during our holiday meals. I know your clients, people that were there, one of the activities was they were cutting the Christmas cards
Right.
and gluing them onto the bags that we deliver the holiday meals to. They were so thrilled to do that, and we were so thrilled to have them do that. We celebrated Cinco de Mayo, we do birthdays, the other one was the Thanksgiving dinner that you had.
Thanksgiving dinner, yes.
That was just a great, great event. Our contact information to reach out to Rosemarie or Doreen is at the bottom of the screen. You can also call the main number at 780-6000, and someone will be able to put you through to either Doreen or Rosemarie. Let's talk about the big question. How do I pay for this?
payment, and we,
have different
there's
options and
different
stuff.
options. We have a sliding scale fee. It's based on single income, or if it's a married couple, married income. And if folks fit within income guidelines, there are state programs out there that will most certainly help out.
And part of your job is
Is
to
to-
find that program,
Yep,
which
is to get folks on that program, just to help to ease the financial burden a little bit.
I just, I could sit here all day and talk about this entire building and the adult day service. But please, if you feel that your loved one, your parent, your grandmother, grandfather, if this is something that may benefit them, give us a call. You never know. They're wonderful here. We have the great facility. We have great nurses, great CNA staff. Am I missing anything?
No, I don't think, we have wonderful transportation services.
Oh, that's
We do.
right. We provide transportation if you need it.
Yeah, under logistic here, or
Yeah.
private, or trans.
Oh, Transvan,
Yes.
that's right, our
That's kind of
Transvan
a-
does a couple of clients.
And all the services that are provided are all coordinated, so it's not like any family member has to go to different areas. We coordinate all the services that are provided, whether it's transportation, medical needs,
Yeah.
things like that.
So one of the resources we would have would be the members that are already at the senior center.
Right.
They know about the programs that we have. They know we have this.
Exactly.
The other resource I would think, and I'm sure you guys tapped this, was local physicians and family doctors and stuff.
We've sent out brochures and flyers to most of the local physicians. Doreen has in the past gone out to the high rises and made a presentation of our program.
Yep.
And I think one of the best ways that we bring in some of our clients is through word of mouth. So we have a lot of happy people downstairs
Yeah.
and a lot of happy families. And so if there's anyone out there who's not sure what to do, they're in a crisis situation, or they're just thinking down the road, give us a call. We'll give you a tour, give you brochures, we'll give you an application, and we can go from there.
Good. And we are remodeling. We'll
Oh,
talk
yes.
about the remodeling. We're getting an updated, modern, handicapped accessible kitchen.
Yes.
I saw the plans. We met with the architects, and they're almost ready to go. The girls picked out the countertops and the cabinets, and just like you would do at your home if you're renovating your kitchen, we have a small kitchen that we use in the adult day service for coffee and tea and muffins. And so we're really excited about that. We're getting some new lighting. So it's going to be upgraded and remodeled, so
It's going to be beautiful.
it really is going to continue to be beautiful, but we have to keep up with the times, which
This is true.
we're doing it through grants and, city funding. So we're putting a lot of heart into the entire building along with Adult Day. Well, thank you again for joining me. You know it's always a pleasure to talk about my favorite subject is the Adult Day service. I love everybody. I really like all the departments, but I do have a special place in my heart for Adult Day service. I try to make it my point to get in there every day at least once after I have my coffee there. So thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this episode of 55 Plus No Limits. Next month you can look forward to 2 more departments that we're going to highlight. We're going to highlight social services, and we're going to highlight the programs department. Programs will let you know all the different types of activities that we have to offer here at the center. And our contact information, like I always point, is right at the bottom of the screen. It's 780-6000. Give us a call, and we'll get you all the information you need. Thank you, and have a great day.